Pada saya, Beatles is something really unique. It's one of the best bands in the world. Growing up in the 80s and the 90s, we were like second generation kids that were exposed to the Beatles. Our parents might have been the ones that actually lived through the era of the Beatles. Kalau korang nak imagine, they were like the MCU of the 60s. Because in just a matter of 8 years, from 1962 to 1970, they produced 12 albums of different genres, from rock and roll to like pancaragam. So they brought in everything, and they literally changed the world. To have one of the best script writers in UK, Richard Curtis, known for so many rom-coms from the 90s, also one of the greatest Scottish directors, Danny Boyle, handling this, it was definitely a treat. Hollywood needs more stories like this. You know, in a world of like reboots and sequels and franchise, we need more original stories like this. Definitely check out this film.
Nama saya Ferry Osman, saya dari BuzzPopTV.
Nama saya Ahmad Nazri from backstage.my.
Nama saya Muhammad Zafran Mazkifli daripada Zaflog by Pure Pixels.
The movie yesterday tells the story about the songs from the British band The Beatles. It's not about the Beatles, it's about their songs. And the Beatles consists of John, Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison and Ringo Starr.
For me, as a fan of the Beatles, I really appreciate that the storyline of this film. Dia mengisahkan tentang Jack, seorang penyanyi busker yang sangat merudum dan sangat tak ada orang pandang pun. Tiba-tiba satu hari tu dia dilanggar oleh satu bas. Dalam bas dia yang sama, satu dunia blackout, dan tiba-tiba the next day no one has ever heard about the Beatles. Dia seorang saja yang tahu. So what happened was, apa yang Jack lakukan setelah dapat tahu yang semua orang tak tahu pun the Beatles.
And I think they really honoured them well. This movie really honoured the legacy of the music that Beatles has given to the world. And you know, I'm not much of a Beatles fan, but I know their music. Everyone knows their music.
Zaf memang seorang peminat band The Beatles since I was a child. Sebab daripada dulu lagi, Zaf naik kereta dengan arwah bapa Zaf. Naik kereta, dihantar pergi sekolah, every day akan dengar lagu The Beatles. Every single day, sampai sekarang ni dah boleh hafal lah semua lagu The Beatles.
Zaman saya tak ada internet, jadi macam sometimes you go through TV series macam satu drama Jepun, and then ada kumpulan cover lagu The Beatles, and then the KRU yang guna sample The Beatles macam here and there, until one fine day Susan Lancaster yang pertama kali menyebut perkataan The Beatles di kaca TV di RTM rancangan hiburan minggu ini bersama E-muda kena sebut juga sebab E-muda ni dia memang peminat, sehinggalah saya baca majalah muzik macam Rolling Stone, ROTTW, which is I've been working since 2004. My deep knowledge on The Beatles grew up from there. They are good songwriter, and I keep hearing about them as big inspiration for Nirvana, for Kurt Cobain, for Oasis, which is yang disebut dalam filem ni. Bila mana if there's no The Beatles, there's no be Oasis, and there's going to be a Nirvana as well.
Okay, usually when you go to movies, you always check out who are the actors, who are the actresses in the film, right? For some, they see who's the director of the film. But very, very rarely people will see who is the writer of the film. And for me, I'm no different than the rest. You know, I will see who's in it and who's directing it. But Richard Curtis is the only writer that I would never ever try to miss his film in a cinema, because he is one of the greatest writers of our generation. Richard Curtis has written some classic romantic comedies like Four Weddings and a Funeral, Notting Hill, Love Actually, About Time. That one for film. For television, he was the co-creator of Mr. Bean, World Famous and Blackadder. So he has a good resume. So if you have this name written by Richard Curtis, you have to go check it out. Everything is original and everything is funny.
Bila tengok nama Richard Curtis dalam mana-mana filem, you akan expect there's so many British feel about the film. And in fact, filem ni dibuat berlatar belakang Suffolk, which is tempat tinggal Richard Curtis sendiri. So that's trivia for you for today. Secret origin. So macam for me, pada saya macam bila melihat filem ini dengan berlatar belakang support, macam seolah Richard Curtis macam duduk and then cuba menceritakan balik kenangan dia mendengar love letter, surat cinta dia pada The Beatles dengan cara dia tersendiri.
Bagi Zaf, filem Yesterday ini merupakan filem yang sangat genuinely good.
You know, dalam dunia yang banyak adapted from TV show, adapted from comics, adapted from reboots apa semua, there are very little original films in cinemas. Lo and behold, like Richard Curtis will come out something that's original, something we've never seen, something that will make us laugh, something that will make us cry, something that will make us happy, something that will make us feel love. And Yesterday is no different than that. I really love this film. It's just so good. I'm crying now.
Kalau korang sebagai seorang penonton yang biasa, kita akan fikir, oh, ini filem ni mesti, last kali mesti dia bangun daripada mimpi lah, mesti semua ni klise, mesti khayalan. But then you are absolutely wrong. Seriously, filem ni lain. Bagi aku memang nice lah, dia punya storyline was nice.
Danny Boyle has a unique way of directing his films. He doesn't have a certain style, but he's one of those directors who's a good storyteller. He will adapt to the screenplay that's given to him.
The thing that I like about Yesterday, sebab The Beatles itself, whenever it comes to music, a film yang menyentuh tentang The Beatles, and then my heart racing to the cinema to watching the movie. Sebab this is not the first time. Dalam 11 tahun lepas saya pun tertarik dengan sebuah filem yang cuba tribute pada The Beatles across the universe. Arahan Julie Tremor, pengarah Lion King. Tapi pada saya filem ni Yesterday ni lebih lagi sebab dia membawa watak seorang everyday people, everyday Joe, average Joe yang dibawakan oleh Himesh Patel ni. Bagaimana dia jika diberi peluang ataupun duduk dalam posisi di mana dia menulis lagu-lagu di Beatles ini, macam mana dia hendak, pada saya, menerima kejayaan besar ni kalau ia boleh diberi definisi sebagai kejayaan. How you define success? How you define success as a musician macam The Beatles ni yang ada billions of fans, ataupun kemudian ataupun kejayaan tu bila you ada seorang fans yang tahu you actually writing one good song, and then seorang je yang appreciate your song instead of millions of people. And then it also touch about the happiness, kebahagiaan. Apa definisi kebahagiaan bagi Fernanda? Adakah kebahagiaan tu macam bila you dapat superstardom? But what if kebahagiaan tu actually you living in a secluded area, living peacefully by the end of your life, and then not really care, tak ada stress pun, tak ada tekanan daripada record label contohnya.
I feel the chemistry between Himesh Patel, the lead actor and also a newcomer to the film, and Lily James, chemistry work well in the film only kind of at the beginning and at the end, simply because we don't see much of them together in the middle, you know. So, but as far for the entire film is concerned, I'm very happy that it was one of the best castings so far.
Dua karakter yang membintangi filem ni, iaitu Himesh Patel dan juga Lily James ni, for me, dia agak memberikan sangat kesan terhadap Zaf pada penghujung filem tu, sebab dia ada karakter growth daripada kecil lagi, daripada diorang sekolah biasa lagi kan, bawa lagu Oasis Wonderwall. Daripada situ sampailah dia dah jadi artis yang sangat popular pun, kita nampak dia punya chemistry tu, the growth on how the bonding was formed. But then aku mungkin ada skeptical sikit sebab perasaan Jack terhadap Lily ni agak pada penghujung saja, sebab aku tak tahu, sebab kita tak nampak the development of the love from daripada perspektif Jack. Tapi untuk Lily memang aku nampak obvious. So for me Lily was quite good.
For me, I don't see the film. Saya tak nampak macam hubungan tu macam awkward sangat. Macam dia macam it's almost like everyone yang ada hubungan platonik macam dia macam banyak main tarik tali lah macam tu. So you didn't see something like very romantically about these two character, but it was supposed to be that way. So pada saya macam dia bawa apa benda yang dah tertulis dalam skrip sebegitu.
But then Himesh Patel bukannya dia tak bagus, it's just that dia, bagi aku dia ada aspek yang sangat penting untuk diutamakan, iaitu lakonan dan juga nyanyian.
No movie is perfect, right? Every movie has a flaw, right? There is always a downside to a film. There's always something I didn't like about film. However, when it comes to films which has original writing, screenplay that you've never seen before for the first time, concept ideas that you never thought about, it's very hard to find a flaw. It's very hard to find something wrong with a movie. But I know there is, because no movie is perfect. So I've got to see it again and really see which part I didn't like. So I can't answer that for you.
Benda yang aku tak suka tentang filem ni adalah nyanyian dia juga. Tapi bukan dari segi vokal dia, tapi dari segi the music of Yesterday punya soundtrack was quite, for me lah, aku rasa macam terlalu bingit sebenarnya. Dia agak terlalu cuba nak menjadi a new generation of music, but then terlalu over the edge. So, benda tu yang membuatkan kau jadi macam aku tak prefer kot the new song, aku lagi prefer the Beatles ni original song. So susunan dia. So for me lagu dah legendary, tapi bila diolahkan semula untuk new generation, dia agak macam it's not for me, bukan untuk aku lah.
Kita tahu katalog lagu Beatles tu banyak sebenarnya. To cram everything dalam filem yang berdurasi 2 jam tu pada saya is a lot of work to do. Tapi it's not like it's a failed attempt. Hopefully ada perkara yang lebih personal kita boleh dengar tentang lagu Beatles ni yang boleh relate dengan watak tu. Dalam kekurangan tu, ia mengembalikan ingatan saya tentang macam mana saya mula-mula mengenali The Beatles ni. Macam anda juga mungkin ada memori tentang lagu The Beatles ni bila mendengar setiap lagu yang dibawakan semula dalam filem ni. Dan satu lagi macam ia akan mendekatkan kita dengan lagu Beatles ni dengan generasi barulah yang mungkin lebih kenal Ed Sheeran berbanding The Beatles ni. Macam yang mungkin fikir Ed Sheeran is the greatest songwriter ever. It's a great reminder actually for people actually to know that there is actually one great band.
Rating untuk filem ni Zaf bagi sebanyak 5/5 bintang, bukan Infinity Star. Kalau soundtrack dia power, memang dah Infinity Star lah tadi. Okay.
It's quite high, man. If Yesterday 4.6 out of 5.
Actually, filem macam Yesterday ni saya dah banyak kali tengok. Macam people who dealing with success ni, macam it's a tema yang dah banyak kali diulang dalam filem yang bertema musikal sebenarnya. Tapi yang menariknya sebab bila Beatles ditampal pada filem ni, it was done in the good hands of Danny Boyle. So I give it 7.5 out of 10. But you ask me, the greatest band ever lived in this world is Pink Floyd. Peace out.